In this video, I'm going to tackle one of the most common questions I receive. How does the insurance cost of a Ducati 1299 Panigale compare to other large displacement bikes? BMW S1000RR, the Honda Fireblade, Kawasaki ZX-10R, Suzuki GSX-R 1000, and the Yamaha R1. I'm the perfect person to answer this question because I own one of each. Okay, that's not true, but I do have a Panigale. Each time someone asks how my bike's insurance rates compare to others, it takes everything I have not to respond with, why would I have any idea what it costs to insure an R1? Anyway, people keep asking, so I sat down with an insurance agent and walked through the quote for a handful of bikes. I'm sure somebody's already been out of shape because I'm comparing a Gixxer and a 1299. It'd be pretty anticlimactic if I ran through all this information for two bikes, and then at the end I say, I just wasted your time, they're all the same. That being said, the results are kind of surprising. Keep in mind that I only did this with one insurance company, and they'll all quote you something different. A few years ago, I remember getting a quote that ended up being a flat rate no matter what bike you were trying to insure. By that method, you'd pay the same amount for coverage on a Grom as you would a Superleggera. Basically, the purpose of this video is to make you aware of what you might find when you're trying to insure any bike. Now, they ask you a series of questions like, does your bike have an anti-theft system? Is the bike paid for? Are you the only operator? Are you married? Have you taken the motorcycle safety course? For the purpose of this price analysis, I kept all these answers the same in order to find each bike's insurance value. I have no clue if the other bikes have a passive disabling system, but I need all these parameters to be identical in order to get a good comparable outcome. All rates were calculated with a $15,000, $30,000 coverage for bodily injury, uninsured motorist, and underinsured motorist. If you don't know what those numbers mean, the first number is the maximum amount the insurance company will pay for a single person, and the second number is the maximum amount the insurance company will pay for an entire incident regardless of the number of individuals. We calculated the premium for each bike three different ways, declining both comprehensive and collision, the lowest possible deductible, $50 for both, and highest possible deductible, $1,000 for both. If you don't know what a deductible is, it's the amount of money that comes out of your pocket before the insurance company pays a claim. The higher the deductible, the less your premium's going to be. Declining coverage put the yearly premium for everything about $100. That does us no good, so we're going to ignore that. The results for the $1,000 deductibles are as follows. The S1000RR and Panigale were $631. ZX-10R was $731. And the Honda, Suzuki, and Yamaha were all $1,159 for the year. For $50 deductibles, the S1000RR and Panigale were $1,348 per year, the ZX-10R was $1,493 per year, the Honda, Suzuki, and Yamaha were all basically $2,400. By these numbers, we can see the bikes fall into price categories. The Honda, Yamaha, and Suzuki are all lumped together, the BMW and Ducati are together, and the Kawasaki is the odd man out. You might also notice that the relation between insurance premiums and a bike's MSRP is not linear. Most people assume expensive bikes will be more expensive to insure, but we're in the age of analytics and raw data, and I'm sure there's some ridiculous formula out there they use to determine these numbers. The first thing I did after seeing these numbers is wonder why it's more expensive to insure a CBR 1000RR than a BMW S1000RR. It could be as simple as CBRs outnumbering BMWs on the road, making it more likely to get stolen or involved in an incident. For example, if there are 100 bikes, 95 of them are CBRs and 5 of them are BMWs, insurance companies might just see that as a 95% chance of having a claim on a CBR. That's just one thought though. Another being expensive bikes are usually owned by older guys because that's who can afford them. As a result, they probably have more years of riding experience and might ride more responsibly than, say, an 18-year-old. In the end, if you're concerned with insurance rates, it doesn't matter which sport bike you go for, they're all going to be expensive to insure. Curiosity got me and we looked up the same rates for a Harley Street Glide and a BMW R1200 GS. Get this, for $1,000 deductibles, the yearly premium for the R1 was quoted to me as $1,159, the Ducati 1299 Panigale was quoted as $631, the Harley Street Glide came in at $258 for the year. And if that's not amazing enough, the BMW R1200 GS was $167 for the year. By these quotes, you can insure 7 GSs for what it would cost to cover a Gixxer. Like I said before, this is just one insurance company, and it's probably in your best interest to get a bunch of quotes from different companies because they'll all be different. Now let's get down to this video being helpful to people. I'll be the first one to tell you that it's nobody's business for what people pay for things, but it might be helpful in the comments section to list bikes and insurance premiums. I'm going to try and remember to put my bike, my age, my general location, and the premium in the comments. I know it's a little odd, but it might give somebody the info they've been searching for. That's it for this one. If this video was interesting or helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. And you're always welcome to take a peek at the rest of the channel where the bulk of my content revolves around my 1299 Panigale. Until next time, shop around for those quotes.